Good morning, Discord. Good morning, YouTube and TikTok. Before we get started, do not consider this financial advice. Trading stocks involve risk. To order the channel, the traders that appear in the broadcast and affiliate companies are not liable for any loss inflicted in relation to its content. Once you're done reading that, go to lastbuytrading.com so I can get you sorted. All right, let's start. Let's begin. All right, let's see if we come back to retest 708.72. Let's see what happens. Let's check for some direction. So I'm gonna hang out for a little bit, and I gotta get out of here early today. But I'll get you guys set up. All right, let's check higher time frames. So the 30 is saying sideways. The 5 and the 1 are above the water. All right, from right here, right now, the only reasonable play, I'd probably like to see something like this. For the put scenario, it's gonna have to look like this, something like this. For the call scenario, I think we need to reclaim 709.88 like this. Let's wait a few cycles. Let's wait at least 2 cycles today. Now the 30 says we're sideways right now, so let's wait for some direction. Now we have a couple turnaround spots. I think one's going to be here, and there's one that's going to be here. So we have to watch out for these on the downside. All right, let's see if they're giving us one of these really quick. Be patient. Just be patient. We're in our data collecting phase. We need to collect the data first. Okay, I'm going to read the question out loud. The question is, can you elaborate on what you foresee with the wedges? So the wedge tells us basically liquidity is building. That's all. It's just building up liquidity. Because essentially, let's say if this is your wedge, right? If this is your wedge, you know, how I always say, eventually someone's gonna win, right? So if the price keeps doing this, they're battling, and then someone has to figure it out, right? Someone's gonna win. So it's just liquidity building. Also, it's too early. It's too early for this. We need to gather data. . What up, Doug? Let's see if we form support at what is this? 708.71. Some more elaborations. You elaborate. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? All right, so let's see if we get past, what is this? 708.06. Or it's probably really 708. It's 708. Just let's say 708. Oh, okay. I got you, Doug. Appreciate you, Doug. You've done your good deed for the day. Now you've earned your way into heaven. That was easy. All right, make sure you hit the like button if you want to get some good luck today. We don't need luck. We're going to use data, but if you need good luck, go ahead and hit it. There you go, bud. That's the goal. That's the goal right there. And I know you took your time before you decided to join and finally pulled the trigger, and paid off. So I'm happy for you, man. Just take your time. Don't. Again, this isn't infinite money glitch. You know, this is a business. So this is a business, right? So don't over leverage, because when we over leverage and think, oh shit, I found the answer to all my problems, that can get us into trouble, right? This is still a business. You need to have a risk tolerance, things like that. But I'm glad you're doing well. Just take your time and be patient, and we'll be fine. Essentially, yeah. Hold on, I see. We want to see if we make, what is this level right here? Let's say 78, or excuse me, 0871. Let's see if we make this support or resistance. I think this is going to be important right here. Exactly, Doug. Yeah, have the plan. Always have the plan. But we always plan ahead, right? We're always planning ahead, because it's very hard to be wrong twice in a row. Very hard. As long as you stick to that plan, you'll see. You will see. It's very hard. Since, what is it? February 3rd, 2025. It just hasn't happened yet. I'm not saying it won't. Maybe it will. But it's going to take some like random bad news to come in. If you just stick to the plan, stick to the strategy, it just hasn't happened yet. I'm not saying it won't. It may happen where we get it wrong twice. But since February 3rd, 2025, it has not happened. Just reporting the facts, YouTube. Because every time I say that, they ban the channel, or they shadow ban the channel for unreliable claims. That's what they tell me, unreliable claims. I'm like, God dang, it's been over a year. How much more time do I need for it to be reliable? But it's okay. This is sideways. Let this play out. There's nothing to do here. We want to see if this is going to form some type of support here. All right, let's pay attention. We're back at market open. There's nothing to do. Just be patient. Just be patient today. We're still collecting data. I'm interested to see if this purple can take us to 0988. So if we break this purple, let's see if we can get to 0988 still inside this magenta. So we need to validate if we're gonna if it's gonna be magenta or purple. So we might have this right here. So we're looking to see if magenta can get us to if we break magenta, if it can get us to 707.60, or if we break purple, if it'll get us to 709.88. Almost back to market open. Where do we open? We opened at 0879. Yeah, we're back at market open. They're building it. They're building it. When it breaks, it's going to have a good move. Whenever it does, just take the money and get something in your pocket early. Get it early, and then be okay. If it continues on, fine. There's more in the day. But let's get a nice win here to start. Alright, so they're respecting the purple. They are respecting purple. Because it's so early, you know, I kind of guessed. I had to guess on both of these, so we have to do testing, right? We need to test it. It's too early. I had to pretty much throwing up guesses on both of them. So let's test it. We'll find out. Back at market open. If you didn't take a trade, you didn't miss out on anything. They're building it though, you see it. The first step, the first impediment is going to be 709.45. First roadblock right here, 709.45, first roadblock. Now, if you want to take your early win and protect this trade, go ahead and protect the trade. Because to 709.88, I think it should be, you know, we're going to see some red candles between here and there. So this is a nice little early win, right? So if you want, but you do definitely need to protect this trade now. I'm not saying to stop yourself out. I'm saying to protect the trade, be reasonable. And if you know, if you got some good money and you want to put some to the side, so you have some, I don't want to say gambling money, but if you want to have some dry powder, just in case, go ahead and take profit here. And then now you have something to work with, right? So you can't lose for the day. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying to stop yourself out. It's going to take you time to be comfortable with the volatility, with the movement, right? With the way the market breathes. All right, now we're at target. So now you do whatever you need to do now. So I did my job today, right? So purple took us to the target. Now whatever happens from here, great. This is on you now. Now you need to figure out who you are as a trader. How are you gonna survive the red candle? Should you have taken at key level? Did you adjust your stop properly? This is where you need to start gathering your data, right? How we gathered data early this morning to figure this out right here. This is you figuring out how you are as a trader, or what you need to improve. You don't have to worry about the entries. We got the entries, right? The entries are easy. Well, I'm not going to say easy, but we got the entries down. You don't have to worry about that. Now, how do you react to the data that's been presented? That's what you need to figure out. That's it. How you react to the data, how you react to the way the market breathes. It's going to take you time before you get comfortable with the red candle and allowing whatever needs to happen to happen. It's going to take you time for you to allow the legs to close or to figure out if you like key level. It's going to take you time. So don't stress about it. Don't stress about it. Don't feel FOMO, because the FOMO is going to mess you up. Be happy with whatever money you did make, because we're going to build from there. We're going to build your account from there. You see, I'm pretty good at this. I'm pretty good at what I do. It's the only thing I'm good at. Right? It's the only thing I'm good at. So, and I haven't led you wrong yet. So as long as you're reasonable, you're gonna build it little by little. Once you get that, once you get some reps and sets under your belt, it's gonna be easier. It's gonna be a lot easier. Because even me, still till today, you know, I have to figure out, do I want to be a hero and save for the red candle? Because I hate seeing the red candle. But we all do, right? We just want it to stack just like this, one on top of another. We don't want to see any retracement. And it takes a lot of courage to say, you know, I have, let's say $50. I'm up $50 right now in 3 minutes. I'm already up $50. Should I just take this 50 right at key level and move on with my life? Or should I be a hero and allow this to come all the way back down to maybe test purple? And can I hold that long? But in order for you to even have that, I'm not going to say capability, everyone's capable of it. But in order for you to get to that state of mind, you at least need to build your account to where you can survive some drawdown. You at least need to build the account. So I recommend, you know, you take the profit when you can, allow some time in the market, and it'll be a lot better for you. Allow some time in the market. You need some time to get used to what I'm saying. You need some time to get used to understanding the risk. This takes time. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It's simply just not. We're going to build it, you know, little by little. But first we need to build you a strong foundation. We need to build you a strong foundation. So let's get that foundation first. And then once you got a little bit of money, or, you know, once the account is to a certain level, we can add on a little more risk, a little bit more, and we're going to go little by little, just a little bit more. But this is a process. It's going to take you time. You're going to need time to understand what I'm saying. All right, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let you focus for a little bit. Just focus on your trade. I'm going to be quiet. Let's see if we get a second bite at the apple back at, what is this? 0988. But look, by now we have plenty of time to set our stop loss, right? So there's, unless you got in late and you didn't take when you should have, you know, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. So you need to take the wins when you get it. Anyways, I'll be quiet. All right, Discord, look, we're in this until we're not. If this happens, wait for the retest here, okay? Use your 5-minute chart from here, okay? All right, I'm going back into the other world. Hold on, what the hell? I get confused. Here we go. All right, there. If you're waiting on the 1-minute chart for 709.88 to be support, then wait for it. Otherwise, Discord, you know what the setup is, right? The setup's on the 5-minute chart. This is, if you're new, you can use my charts. Go to the left in the charts channel, and then you'll see all the charts. It's going to be the same thing here. And the good thing is you can maneuver, you know, whatever the size you need to see better. The only thing you can't do is change, you know, the drawings and the whatever I have on here, you can't change, but you can adjust your zoom level and all that stuff. So, because I know sometimes people join and then they don't know that I have these charts available for you. So go to the left, click on charts, and you're gonna have the charts. All these charts, you're gonna have them all, and you can manipulate it on your own. You don't have to, you know, watch me do all this crazy stuff. And then the setups are on the 5-minute chart. If you're having trouble understanding it, you need to ask some of the OGs. They'll explain it to you. The OGs have the purple tags to their names. Now I didn't match the colors. That was my bad. I didn't match the colors on the 1 and the 5, but whatever, just use the 5. Just use the 5-minute chart from here. All right, let's see if they're gonna get a second bite at the apple at. So we're looking to see if we're gonna get a second bite of the apple at 709.88, meaning, you know, at least a retest, or if we're gonna get back inside this liquidity box, which would, here, let me show you. Let me clean up the chart. Discord, you guys already see what's happening. So, I'm gonna try to break it down a little bit on the 1 minute. So look, you're looking for either support up here, right here at 709.88, or we're gonna see if we're gonna do this. Gosh darn it. Or this right here. Now look, what is this? 709 is gonna be, obviously it's a major level, right? It's a nice round number, so let's be patient right here and see what they want to do right here. Which it's lining up, excuse me, it's lining up with that purple already. So we know there's a lot of liquidity on that purple on the 5-minute chart, okay? So let it, when it breaks, it's gonna break probably. If it breaks, we'll see. If they stay inside there, then they're just grabbing liquidity from the bottom, right? So if you're on the 1-minute chart, from here to here, there's nothing to do here, okay? There's nothing to do in here. Now this, on the 30-minute chart, it still has about 20 minutes on it. It's important to see how this candle finishes. If we get a hammer, if we form like a inside bar, right? Like a barcode bar just inside this last one. So if you're on a higher, if you're trading on a higher time frame, you're gonna have to wait for this candle to close to see what your play is gonna be. We want to see if we stay inside this liquidity box right here. You see how there's a difference between this top one and this bottom one. So we want to see if we're staying inside here, or if we're going to go inside here. This candle will tell us that. Yeah, don't have a bias, all right? For now, you're right, it's going up. We're in the uptrend, in the overall uptrend as well, right? So we should be looking for our long entries. But in order to get to the higher highs, we need to grab liquidity from the low, right? From somewhere below, we need to grab the liquidity to push us up. So this is why we're here. This is why we're doing this. All right, I'll be quiet now. Let's let it play out. Yeah, 709 is going to be important. 709 is going to be important. So look, we had a break of 09, a retest of 09. Now we need to see what they want to do here. If we get above 710, you gotta look the other way. But we're right back at market open. Again, there's nothing really to do in here. Watch. There's nothing to do in here. We need all of this or all of this to happen. So just let it happen. Don't force it. Don't try to front run it. Just let it happen. Either this or this needs to happen. It has to. You know, you see what's happening in here, right? It's just this right here. So let them figure this out. Let the market settle out the orders. Once the orders are settled, we'll know once one of these things happen or this happens. So don't force it. And you already know you're not going to get 100% of the play, right? We already know that. Because from this point here, you'd have to just know by some miracle, you just know what direction it's going. But if you don't have that miracle on your side, then I suggest we wait for the confirmation. It's on the screen right now what needs to happen. If you're front running it, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it, right? We need to break this. Look where it went, right to the liquidity box. It bounced right off this liquidity box. So allow it to get underneath, break, retest, and reject at least the liquidity box, right? Or at least 09, at least 09. All right, for puts, let's see if we're gonna build in this magenta and break this blue. This is completely sideways, right? I told everyone the 30-minute says we're just going sideways. We are going sideways in the 30-minute. We have no type of direction. So we're gonna need to be patient today. Now we see some wicks. But this blue is looking like some pretty strong support. All right, now we're gonna get a chance to see if that shoulder is gonna form on the 5-minute. Back to market open. Almost an hour, just sideways. I think there's market manipulation going on here, because it seems like you know, they're making reports on certain things, and then like 10 minutes later the opposite thing they're making reports on will happen. It's like, oh, we have a ceasefire. Psych, I tricked you. And then they're saying, oh no, you know, we had talks, everything's cool now. And then the market will go up and they're like, ah, psych, we lied again, or we're joking. Yeah, I think there's serious market manipulation going on. They keep telling us stuff that's just not true. Just not true. Or it's only true for like 10 minutes. if we get above 0962, we gotta look the other way. Or maybe 09, maybe 0965. Just wait for one of these to happen. That's your best bet. Wait for one of these. You're not going to get 100% of the move. You're not going to get 100% of the move. Wait for one of these. And again, 0965. If we get above this, we got to look the other way. Measure your risk to reward on purple to 709.88. All right, we got 4 minutes left on this 30-minute candle. This 30-minute candle is going to tell us what we need to know. Five. Here, look, I'm gonna make it easy for everybody. They're playing games now. Now they're playing games. Here, let them figure this out in here, right? There's nothing to do in here. Nothing's changed. Still the same thing. Let them figure it out. But yeah, 709.65. There's something cooking there. Something is cooking right there at 709.65. Okay. Okay. All right, now we're on this blue. Let's see what they do on the blue. A dance right here would have been nice. A couple green candles right here would be nice. Okay. I'm here. I'm just being quiet. I'm focusing right now. Give me a second. I want to see what they're going to do. We want to see a couple green candles here. We're literally back at market open, so if you didn't take any trades, you did the right thing. One of these things, whatever I have drawn here, this is our best bet. At least for, like, you know, a little scalp. Whatever I have here is our best bet. Man, I want to say protect the trade, but it's so volatile right now. I'm afraid you're going to stop out too soon. I mean, this is still good money here, but it's so volatile right now. There's been no continuation one way or the other, so just don't get greedy. Okay, there we go. There we go. Good trade, right? Good trade. On the break of the blue, I told you we want to see a couple green candles. Here goes the dance, and then now easy money, right? Now protect your trade. I'm not saying to stop yourself out, but you have enough room to take profit, protect your trade, whatever you need to do, right? We need to. This is how we're supposed to. Not how, you know. Actually, yeah, this is how we're supposed. Look at the money we just. Look at the money we just printed. Easy money. Get out of my face. Look at this. Bang. Easy money, right? Look, if you didn't know, if you're not in the Discord, I told them way ahead of time what to expect. I even said, hey, let's see if the shoulder's gonna form right here. It's already been on the Discord. We already knew. If you're not in the Discord, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know you're trying to make money in this? I'm giving away the answers to the test. Easy money. When was it? From 709.45 to 70. This is good money right here. This is good money right here. Easy money. Woo! Remember, do not consider this financial advice. Trading stocks involve risk. The owner of the channel, the traders that appear in the broadcast, and your affiliate companies are not liable for any loss inflicted in relation to its content. Once you understand that and you absorb that into your mind, go to livesbuyandtrade.com so I can get you sorted out. Look, this has already been on. Look at the money we're printing. Woo-wee! It's too easy. I know YouTube doesn't want me to say it, but it's true. It's just true, YouTube. What do you want me to do about it? I don't make the rules. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I told y'all that 65 or was it? Look, bro, we got to go through this again. We got to go through this trade again. Adjust your stops, okay? Don't get greedy. Now look, I'm not saying to stop yourself out. I'm saying adjust. Build your trading repertoire right now. This is what you see what the path is, right? If it breaks and goes, great. But you know, this is kind of easy. But look, you're not in the Discord, you didn't know, but now you know. I'm going to show you. When I went into that secret room, I told everybody what to do and when to do it. Right? Everybody. And then on the 1 minute, I was saying, if we get above 709.65 to look the other way, because we were going down at this point. I said, if we get above this, we got to look the other way, meaning look to the upside. Where did it reject exactly? You can't write this. You cannot make this shit up. This is all done live and in real time. I told everybody 709.65. If it goes above that, then we got to look the other way. Until then, we're looking for the break of blue. Not only did we want blue to break, but I even said we want to see a couple green candles. There's nothing more I can do. I've done my job for the day. And it went right to where? Right to the red. Right to our next key level. This is perfection. You're looking at perfection. You're witnessing perfection in real time. It simply just doesn't get any better than this. Simply does not. And look, trust me, no one on the internet is doing what I just did. Doesn't exist. No one's telling you it's gonna reject at 709.65. No one's doing that. Nobody. I know for a fact. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. $500 bet. Prove me wrong. No one's doing what I'm doing. Yet still people hesitate. I don't know what I should do with my life. I don't know. This guy's predicting the stock market ahead of time, not after the fact. I'm not taking a whole bunch of screenshots and saying, oh, look. Because even a broken clock is right twice a day, right? I'm not doing that. I'm telling you what to expect before, in real time. I'm telling you, play by play, candle by candle. Watch out for this. This is the risk. This is gonna happen. There's nothing more I can do. Woo! We had a good day. We had a good day. Oh man, I love it. Give me one sec. ES Angel on TikTok. The proof is right there in front of your face. The proof is in front of your face. I don't need to say any, I don't need to say much. A lot of people think that I'm, this is for ES Angel on TikTok, and I appreciate the comment. This is live. And people think that somehow I have a delay on or something like that. I used to have a delay when I started. I did used to have a delay. I'll be honest, but I took that off a while ago. So, yeah, the proof is right there in front of your face. I don't need to say much. I don't need to say much about it. It's just, it is what it is. Yeah, I do what I do. It's very, I'm not good at a lot. This is it. This is one of the things I'm good at. This is one of the things this is maybe the only thing I'm this good at, but this is it. Not, look at the money. Look at the money we just printed. But I appreciate your comment, ES Angel. And yeah, I recommend, and look, again, I need to reiterate this. This is not an infinite money glitch. This is not an infinite money glitch. I'm not saying this doesn't come with risk. Of course it does. Look, we're trading a $700 equity or security, whatever you want to call it. Look at the perfection. Look at the perfection. Look at the perfection. Get out of my face. I told everyone it's going to hit this bottom red. It's going to retrace back up to here. And look at the money we just printed. Get out of my face. You know what? Get back in my face so I can tell you, get out of my face. Look at this. Who's doing this? Nobody's doing this right here. It doesn't exist. I'm telling you, I'm the best one doing it. And here's the proof in front of your face. The reason I can gloat and be obnoxious like this is because I've earned my stripes. Yeah, thanks, bud. Yeah, I'm trying. All right, look, target hit, right? Look, the break, the retest, and now the continuation exactly to wherever I drew this shit. Look, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. This is all people think I have a delay, and it doesn't make sense why they think that, because they can easily open up like a real chart and see for themselves. So I don't even understand the argument, but whatever. I don't control people. It doesn't matter how perfect I am. It doesn't matter how early I told the Discord members exactly what was going to happen and exactly where. Look at this. Look at the money look at my shoulder. Look at my shoulder. 709.46 all the way down to 708.02. This is amazing money. This is great money. Look at this. Look at the money we just printed. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna put this, I'll put this green here just because, I did call it out as well. I told everyone, if we get above 709.65, then look the other way. Look exactly what happened on 709.65. I told everyone in the world, when we get to this blue, we want to see a couple green candles. Look at this couple right here. Literally a couple green candles. And then the continuation. Look at the money we're printing right now. Look at this money. Nobody in the world is in the world. Nobody's doing what I'm doing. How does Liam Neeson say it? I have a very special set of skills. Woo-wee! Look at the money we're printing. And people are still going to be like, I don't know what I should do with my life. I don't know. Candle by candle. No one's doing it. And if vertical squeeze, if you're watching, no one's doing this. I'm sorry. Doesn't exist. Just me. Doesn't exist. Not like this. Not like me. Anyone can call trend lines. That's a cool story, bro. No one cares. Tory Trades does trend lines. Oh my, look at the money we're printing. Amazing. This is amazing. And it's not even about trend lines, right? Anyone could do that. It's about the identification of the rejection at 709.65. I mean, who's doing that? The identification of, we're going to see two green candles. It's going to go down to this red. It's going to retrace back up to the top of this lick box before it rejects and goes exactly to wherever I drew this shit, right? Like, no one else is doing this. It just doesn't exist. Vertical, admit it. if you're watching, you got to admit it. Ain't nobody doing it like this, man. I'm telling you. Oh, man. False clapping. Happy 420. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right, start adjusting your stop, right? Don't get greedy here, because legs are probably about to close right now. So now is when you need. Now, okay, we had our fun. Now get back into the game. Hold on, let me figure out my life. Give me a second. I need to figure out my life. The part that I hate. So I'm either going to stop myself out. You know, we did very, very, very good profit today. Because this was too easy. Like, as soon as it rejected exactly where I said it would, it was just too easy. So give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me figure out my life here. Okay, yeah, so again, this is for the comment on TikTok asking about the callouts. I believe that's what you're asking for, right? Callouts. So let me hold on. I need to figure out my life. Give me a second. This is the part that I hate. Entries we don't have to worry about. It's the exit. And I'm still trying to get. Okay. Come on, give me a little bit more. I'm going to answer your question about callouts. Give me a second. I need to. This one just took out my first set right here. My first set of contracts just got taken out. Okay, I still got another set. I'm going to try to let those run for a little bit, but not too much, because I'm going to... Okay, this one just took out my... Okay, this is a good trade. Now I'm out of the trade. All right. It better... it better go up from here. This was absolute perfection. Anyways, here we go. Look, even if you took red... Let's see, how much red? From 708.25 all the way down to 709.93. Good money, all right? This is our 30 cents. This is good money right here. Plenty of time to take profits, stop yourself out, whatever it is. Damn, it better keep going up. This is the part that I hate, man. See, I can survive one wave. I can never survive, like, sometimes I survive two. I already stopped myself out. That's okay. You know what? I got to call it early today anyway, so I can't sit here and do this all day. But I'm going to set you guys up. Now, I'm going to answer your question about the callouts. So, to answer your question, I'm taking my same trades, right? I'm not going to tell the Discord members to do something that I'm not doing. Now, everyone knows there's a risk, but to answer your question, it's going to take you time because I have lessons, right? And you're going to have to go through the lessons to understand what I'm saying, to understand what I'm talking about, because I don't speak like a lot of the other traders. They know all the technical terms. I don't know technical terms, right? I just know how to make the money. So but we need to have some way of communicating. So we need to have some understanding of language, right? So what I do is in the lessons, I'll teach you how I speak and what the setups look like and what the risk is, how to assess for the risk. So I'm going to teach you how to do all that. Therefore, when I'm speaking, you'll know, okay, he means this is the risk. He means this is the entry. So what I told the Discord members was, this is what we're looking for. So am I taking these trades? Of course, right? I'm not going to tell them to do something that I'm not doing. Do they always work? No, but it's hard to be wrong twice in a row. It's hard to be wrong twice in a row. So what we've been able to do is, because we have a very firm understanding of liquidity. We have a very firm understanding of risk to reward and supply and demand and Fibonacci. We have a very firm understanding, and I try to break it down in simple terms. You know, I use colors and I use drawings to break it down for us. So I'm not mad I took my profit. I'm not mad because I wouldn't have been okay surviving this. But anyways, so yes, I do tell them, you know, I'm not saying I'm personally in, obviously, right? I don't think I need to say it. If I'm drawing it, if I'm saying I'm waiting for 2 green candles and then 2 green candles to come, if I'm saying we want to enter puts, we want to build in this magenta and then break this blue, all of that happened. All of it happened. So yes, essentially, I think you're asking about callouts. I'm taking my trades. So if I'm telling the Discord what to look out for, I'm also looking out for it, right? And also on, okay, yeah, Doug, take the money and be happy, right? This we can't, because it looks like you're not happy with a little bit of money. You got to be happy with that, man. This is because if we're not, you know, this game's mental. Look, especially when we did this right here, when we bounced off of this. Okay, good. As long as you're happy, look at this. See, I can't. Look at this. If you're still holding because you're better than me, look at this. Look at the break and retest right here. Look at the money. Oh my goodness. All right, look. So if you want to jump in here, be very careful. Wait for this candle to close. Wait for the candle to close. It's going to be volatile right here. Let's see if it closes, retests. Look how perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Man, I just needed to hold for 5 minutes, dude. 5 minutes. Look, there's a reason I didn't get rid of this. You see it? There's a reason I didn't get rid of this. Look how perfect this is. Look, I'm gonna move it over slightly, just slightly. Look at that. Okay, we need it. Okay, if you're trying to get in on this momentum candle, be careful because it's going to be volatile. So your stop is probably going to need to be above. If you're in puts, 708.84. Be careful. Look at this. If you're in puts because you see this momentum candle, or we don't know if it's going to be liquidity grab, so be careful here. You know, I'm glad we're experiencing this right now because this is the type of environment we need to see how you react to these type of candles. And I can tell you, you know, your initial sense is you want to jump in on this, right? I get it. However, what you need to understand is it's going to get hectic. So if you're moving your stop too soon, it's going to slap you in the face and then continue. Okay. I'm just letting you know. So if you're trying to jump in on this move right here, you need to have a uncomfortable stop, and you need to let it sit for a little bit until you get the prop. And you know, hopefully we're seeing if we get a second bite at the apple at 706.46. That's what you're hoping for. All right, I'm gonna be quiet for a second. Give me a second. I need to focus. Look, we see the wicks, right? East side, yeah, we'll get you set up with the Weeble. Just it may have to be after the session. And if you're trading with us, I don't recommend Robinhood. Robinhood's going to be very difficult, okay? I'm not saying to not, but it's not optimal. If you really want to make money, you need to you need a different platform. I'm comfortable with Weeble. It works perfectly fine. It does everything we need to do. The fees are very minimal. And if you're in this play, this is where you need to hold, sit on your hands and let it play out. And have it's going to be an uncomfortable stop. If you're trying to play in the big leagues right now, you need to have an uncomfortable stop. That's just what it is. Because we don't know if they're grabbing liquidity from here. I'm not a huge fan of this wick. I would have liked it to close, but we do see a lot of interest down here. This was absolute perfection today. Today was. So look, a lot of people just got messed up. A lot of people just got messed up. A lot of accounts just got messed up with this. So we don't know if now they're going to cover down, if it's going to push it up, right? Was this a stop? Was this a liquidity grab? But if you're trying to get in on this thinking it's momentum, you're going to have to hold for a little bit. Because they're going to settle out the orders and then it's going to start to stack. So this is where you got to be set your stop and then not walk away because it's volatile, but okay, hold on, let me focus. I'm telling you how to play this. I'm telling you how to play this right now. We need some closers. All right, this is a good close. Okay. Okay. Yeah. East side, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You need, if you're trying to play puts here, your stop has to be very high. It can't, look at the money. I told you where your stops needed to be. If you're trying, the only reason I know how to play this because I've seen it so many times. And then you got to take your money and get out, right? So you got to hold, wait till it gets into profit. Sometimes we just need to take the stop off. I'm not going to lie. When it comes to stuff like this, because it's going to be so volatile, it's going to slap you in the face and keep going. It's going to be hard. Now some rejection here would be nice. If you're looking for an entry, if you didn't already take profit, whatever, you need to look for a rejection probably here. And keep in mind, these liquidity boxes, they're coming out of my head. I don't know that there's no way I could know that it's going to be a thing. It's literally just coming out of my head. And I have it here before the market opens. I'm pretty sure some of you saw me make it. But this is where you need to hold. If you're in the put, you need to let it play out and you need to have a very uncomfortable stop. I'm telling you all how to play this type of stuff. Whenever you see this, they're either grabbing liquidity to shoot up or they're going to have continuation because a certain level's broken. A certain level's broken. Now the market needs to settle out. Hold on. I gotta focus. I'm here. I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit. man, I want to adjust, but I'm too afraid. I mean, I don't want to get stopped out. So I got in whenever I told everybody, if you're buying puts, I got in somewhere in here. Now I'm holding. I told you got to hold. I told you how to play this. I told everyone how to play this. Damn, I don't know what to do. I told everyone what to do here. Everybody, I told you what to do. Now I'm adjusting. I feel comfortable with the profit that we made. I got in somewhere up here. Somewhere inside this candle right here, whenever I said it. Okay, look at the money. Woo! Look at the money we just printed. I told everybody what was going to happen, right? It's going to go down here, retest this. Hey, look, do not consider this financial advice. Trading stocks involve risks. The owner of the channel, the traders that appear in the broadcast, and their affiliate companies are not liable for any losses inflicted in relation to its content. Once you get done reading, absorbing that in your mind, go to livespytrading.com so I can get you sorted. This is too easy. Okay, this one got me. This is a good trade. Oh man, when you know, if it goes down from here, whatever. Oh man, okay, we had a man. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. We had a phenomenal. Look at that. A 420 footer, hell yeah. Ay, look at this. I got out. It's okay. Look, I did what I needed to do. Look at this. Look at this. Now I'm feeling FOMO, right? Now I'm feeling the FOMO. Oh man, this was a good trade. This was a good trade. I don't want to give these runners too much space. Okay, here we go. So my first set got taken out here. Let me see if I can get some more off these runners now. Jeez, you know, the key level was hit already. It's so sketchy. Okay. I'm trying to hold the runners until the bottom of this lick box. Let's see. I might need to just hold for a little bit. I might need to hold for a little bit. See, right now would be a good time for that trailing stop loss on Webull. Right now would be a perfect time for that. This would be the ideal. This would be ideal for trailing stop loss on Webull. And I tried to look for it yesterday. I couldn't find it. I know that they announced it. Look at the money we're printing right now. Look at the money we're printing. It's a key level. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't want to get greedy, but I'm not going to survive much more. I'm not going to survive much more. Look, I told everybody in the world. Look at this red. Look at this red ranger right here. Underneath red, go ahead and buy them puts. I said above green, this is where you buy the calls. Look at the money we printed. I'm not holding much longer. Okay. Damn it. I chased it. I chased it too much. I chased it too much, and now I'm out of the. Now I don't have any more contracts. Okay. This was an absolutely phenomenal trade. I went in somewhere in this wick right here. Somewhere in this wick I went in. I told everybody how to play this. I told you it's going to be uncomfortable. You need to put your stops a little bit uncomfortable. You're going to have to put your stops really high if you're trying to do this risky stuff. And then I just let it go. My first set got taken out here. and then my next set just got taken out right on my key level. We had a phenomenal day. And look, if you made money, you need to start thinking about calling it a day. It's not going to get any easier from here. Look at this money. We just made so much money. We did good today. We did very good today. We're very fortunate. If you're interested in learning how to trade with us, go to livespytrading.com. That's all I got to say. If today wasn't enough for you to understand that I know what the shit I'm talking about, this isn't for you. This isn't for you. If actual data... All right, let me read some... Can you suggest some other brokerages other than Robinhood? Me personally am ready. I use Webull, dude, or dude, chick. I don't know what you are, but I use Webull. It works perfectly fine. Very little fees, very small fees. I'm talking about like cents, dude, cents. And it works. It does everything I needed to do. It has all the things you need. And I also have, I got a couple members that are very proficient in it because they've just recently done the setup. So there's a couple members in here that'll help you set it up. If not myself, I can also help you set it up, but I think they're probably a little more up to date with it. It can be a little finicky to set up your option trading stuff, a little bit finicky, because what you want to be able to do is slide your stop. On Robinhood, you got to type in the number. And then it says, oh, didn't fill. And then you got to start all over. That's not sustainable. What we, in Webull, they have the option to, whenever it goes into profit, you can literally just drag it along. So you don't have to type in numbers. And when it stops out, it stops out. This is what I recommend. If you want, send me an email to livespytrading@gmail.com and I'll send you a link and we'll both get maybe some free shares or something like that. But this is what I recommend. If you're just starting out and you want something that's reasonable, something that's the whole platform is free pretty much. Just paying the fees on trades is very minimal fees, like cents, literally cents. If you're doing a lot of contracts, then it can add up, but we should only be doing 3-4 trades a day maximum. In my opinion, maximum 3 trades. The reason why is because if it takes about 45 minutes, 30 minutes to set up the play, and then each play lasts for about 30 to 45 minutes, that's one trade, right? Done for the day. Yeah, be done. Be happy. There you go, Andre. Be happy and be done. Be happy and be done for the day. It's not going to get any easier from here. Because look at this perfection. I mean, you guys realize I drew this freehand. I freehand drew all of this, right? All of this was freehand drawn. I mean, no one's doing this shit. But anyways, look, try the Webull. It's free for the most part. It's pretty much free. Try the Webull. I think I like it. I've been using it for years now. I got no issues with it. Every brokerage is going to have little quirks. I think the quirk on Webull is going to be when you're setting up your actual option trading page or landing, whatever. And I also use the desktop app. I don't use the website or my phone. But when you're setting it up, it can be a little finicky setting it up, right? When you're trying to drag the windows to where you want it and drag your option tree and then drag your whatever the shit is you put. I actually have a video. If you go watch my videos, I have a video on how it's set up, and then you maybe you can mimic it. Well, that's what works for me. The video is, what's it called? I think it's how to enter and exit 0DTE options step by step. I have a video on it on the YouTube. You've got to go through the playlist. This is what I recommend because it does everything we needed to do. Everything we needed to do, it does. A little quirky on setting up, but after that, once you got it, it's done. You're set. You're right. It's simply just when you hit buy, you select the contract you want, you hit buy, and then it'll what do you call it? It'll automatically show you on your charts your buy entry, and it'll automatically generate your stop loss or a take profit. It automatically does all that for you. And then on the chart itself, on the Webull chart, you're going to have to drag your stop loss, right? So whenever you want to stop out, whenever you feel comfortable with the money, you drag it up. And as soon as the price goes below that or triggers a take profit or a stop loss, it'll automatically stop you out. You don't have to re-enter prices and stuff like that. Try to, Robinhood, it's fine for what it is, but if you're trying to do this stuff, I don't recommend it. Or you're gonna have to hold, and I don't know how to do it on Robinhood. I think it's very difficult, but people do it. So, okay, I'm gonna let this settle out. I need to get up and circulate some blood. This was a phenomenal day. I mean, damn, son, where'd you find that? Because, look, I told everybody, let's wait for a dance right here. We're gonna have to rewind the tape. This is a master class in day trading. This was a clinic. Today was, I don't know, a very good day. We had a very good day. But I'm not gonna act like it's, we don't do this every day, because we do this every day. At some point in the day, you're gonna hear me say, look at the money we're printing. At some point in the day, it's just gonna happen, right? But I'm gonna circulate some blood. I'm gonna let this settle out. I took 1, 2. I didn't take this one. If I'm honest, I didn't take this one. But this one, this is what the Discord got. This is the information the Discord got. So if you're in the Discord, when I'm telling you, use the 5-minute chart, and this green candle, y'all need to have some faith in me. You need to have a little bit of faith in me. And when I told you that 709.65 was going to be, this is the line in the sand. If we get above that, that means we're going to start to look for calls. However, it rejected exactly on 709.65. Like visually, from where I'm looking, it rejected exactly on that, right? So, and also when I'm telling you, if it goes above a certain price, so for example, if we're in puts and I'm saying if it goes above this, we need to look the other way. Maybe you need to start thinking to put your stop loss at that level. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm being very specific. I'm giving you very specific prices to the penny, literally to the penny. I don't know anyone who's doing this besides me. So vertical squeeze, you tell me, brother. You tell me. Is anyone doing what I'm doing? It's not happening. And whoever your mentor is, great. However, there can only be one. And I think I am Himothy. Based on, just based on the data that we have right in front of us. Based on this data. Very simple, very easy, to the penny, level by level. The drawings, they hit today, right? The drawings hit today. But also, I think another hero of the day are these lick boxes, right? So look at this lick box right here, this liquidity box. I know some of you are hearing lick and box and you're getting weird things in your mind, but pay attention, focus, right? So the lick boxes, look, you see the break, the retest, and then the rejection of the lick box here, right? Again, you see the break, the retest, and the rejection of the lick box again. Do you see how I'm going level by level here? And look, do you see how it grabbed liquidity from the bottom of the lick box here? So remember, I'm doing this, and look, I've had this here since this morning, before the market opened. Obviously, I guess I had a bias, which I shouldn't be doing this. I should have put a liquidity box above. I should have put a lick box above. Technically, that's what I should be doing, but I didn't. And I think that's probably my bias showing through, and I'm going to try to improve on that, because I don't want to give you guys bias, right? I don't like trading off of bias. We need data. Data. However you want to pronounce it, but I'm sorry. Just excited. We had a good day. We had a good day. We had a very good day. Okay, yeah. I need to get up and circulate some blood. I'm going to, when I come back. Damn, I should probably do it now. Okay, this one played out absolutely perfect. This was money. This was money. This is good money here. Man, I kind of want to... I'm going to let it settle out a little bit. I want to draw the plays now just so I can gloat even more because I already know what's going to happen. But I'm going to let it play out a little bit. I want to draw it now, but I'm not. I need to circulate some blood. Hands are going numb again. So let me go ahead and take care of myself real quick and I'll be right back. Don't overtrade, okay? BRB. Bye. Or just hold on. Don't do anything. Or do whatever you want, but give me a second so I can come back and draw up the plays. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna step away. Give me a second. All right, Discord, use that 5-minute chart. I'm going to go ahead and explain it. So I'm going to go into the secret room. All right, here we go. Look, from this point here, let me make sure everyone can hear me. All right, look, from this point here, if it doesn't look like this, we're not interested. Okay, so it could be, there's one here as well. And then we're going to look for, I'm just going to mark out lower day, which just so happens to line up kind of with the lick box. So this is lower day right here. Okay, so on this break, measure risk to reward at least to here, right? You know, some type of safety would be a VRR underneath like this. Well, wherever this happens, what you want to see, let's say it's here, especially if it's here, right? If it's before any of these levels, you want to look for this. Okay, and that'll take you to this next level. After that, great, we don't know, but just go level by level from here. Okay, don't think it's just gonna, you know, continue down into infinitum. And then for this, a lot needs to happen. Okay, a lot needs to happen. It needs to convincingly break, probably to wherever I have the flexion, right? And it needs to retest wherever I have the flexion. So if it doesn't look like this, we're probably not interested. Okay, also, if you made money today, you need to think about calling it a day. You need to think about calling it a day. You can't sit here and do this all day, you know, keep throwing money, right? We did the hard work. The hard work's done. We did all our work in 2 hours. We don't need to sit here and play the game anymore. But I know some of you, you don't care what I say. So, there's going to be, I just put this here to show you what would be ideal, right? So, something like this. Whenever this happens, I don't know when, but whenever it happens, it needs to do this, right? So from here to the key level, and then you need to see this for continuation. Now, if it breaks and keeps going, my bad. But I'm just trying to prevent you from taking unnecessary risk or leaving money on the table. So take the money and be happy. If it continues, oh well. Now, we're coming up to this point here, so we're gonna see. So you don't really need to think too much. Just don't overstay your welcome, right? From this point, you need to take the money because it's not going to get any easier because people are covering positions. All right, cool. I'm going to go back to the real world now. Let me know if everyone understood that. All right, cool. So it has to be whatever it is. If it doesn't look like that, then that's not our trade. But it has to look something like that. And then when it does happen, take the money. Use our other, what are these called? Other charts to verify that what you're thinking makes sense, right? So if we're below the water, make sure we're still below the water. If we're above the water, make sure the legs are about to cross above. You understand what I'm saying? But we don't want to rely too much on the legs because the indicator is only going to tell us after. So certain things need to happen first. Remember that. And then we're going to use that for, not validation, but the confirmation. We're going to try. That's all we can do, right? I think this magenta is kind of wide, actually. So this is the movement that they're in now. So, this is an uncomfortable amount of liquidity drawdown. So we're in this movement until we're not. And then again, we like to see a dance. This is on the 1 minute. We like to see a dance somewhere on blue. And for this blue, it's going to need a BRR underneath the blue, right? Something like this. Wherever this happens, it's going to have to be like this. It simply must. And then you can only ask for low a day again. If it goes past that, great. But otherwise, you know what the setups are. You see the setups. It is what it is. We've done the hard work. If you're still sitting here trying to make a quick buck, I don't recommend this. I don't recommend it. Take the money. We have to build the account. We're never going to build the account if you keep, if you're in green and then you're like sitting here, like an old lady at the slot machine. So don't be the old lady at the slot machine. Let whatever needs to happen first. And wait for the confirmations. Don't try to front run it because you see that they're going to slap you in the face. They're going to slap you in the face and keep going. Because I got to get out of here early today. So I'm going to hang out for another maybe 25, 30 minutes. I'm going to I've already set you up. So those are the setups. And after that one, then I won't have any more on the screen, obviously. So we're going to have to take the profit. But, yeah, let's let this play out. You already see what needs to happen. Certain things need to happen. So let it play out. And if you're on YouTube or TikTok and you're trying to learn how to do this, you need to get in the Discord. That's just the answer. I don't know what else to tell you. All the answers are in the Discord. Go to livespytrading.com. They're going to ask you for that credit card. It doesn't mean you're signing up. It's just they're holding it. So if you do want to continue, you don't have to do anything else. If not, you hit cancel. They're going to ask you, what do you want to do with your life after 24 hours? 24 hours are going to give you free. And then they're going to ask you, what do you want to do with your life? And then you can say, you know what? I want to flip signs per Subway. And you can hit cancel. No, I'm just kidding. It's not for everybody. Okay? This trading style is not for everybody. If you're having a hard time getting it or whatever it is, or if you're just not comfortable with it, it's not for everybody. There's nothing wrong with that. I still appreciate you giving me your time and your attention. Because there's one thing we can't replace on this earth. Number one, earth. And number two, time. So if you gave me that time and attention, I greatly appreciate you. Some of you have been here since the beginning and given me a lot of time. You're giving me a lot of time. We hung out for many, many, many hours just listening to a voice on the other side of the screen. That's crazy. That's crazy how the internet works. It brings people together that would never normally, cross paths. So I like it. All right, I'm gonna be off to this to the side, silent. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna start getting ready in the background. So just let all this play out, and I think we'll do, for 1 minute chart purposes, we'll do this right here. We're gonna BRR, so I'm gonna move this one. This one's gonna be like this, and this is gonna be a BRR above 709. So 709, wait for the BRR. Don't get caught with a wick. Allow the movement to happen back down to 709. When I'm saying the movement, allow this and then this. Let them settle. They may even grab a little liquidity before it continues up, okay? You gotta allow all that. All right, I'm gonna start getting ready. I'm gonna sit off to the side quietly. Setups are on the screen on the 1 minute. I would use the 5 minute if I were you. Use the 5 minute and allow it to play out. Allow it to play out. Don't try to front run it. Because from this point here, you'd literally be guessing. Certain things need to happen. We don't have to guess. We're gonna let the market tell us what's gonna happen. Let's let the market tell us. We don't need to guess. All the answers are on the screen. Okay, I'm going to be quiet.
rage on that beat, going crazy.
Okay, I'm back. If you took the break of this purple here, you got to protect this trade. You got to protect this trade now. We're going sideways. Let me see. Sideways on the 30. Sideways on the 5. Sideways on the 1. We're going sideways. A lot needs to happen for some type of movement, okay? So let a lot happen, and then you'll get direction. This is sideways from here. Don't try to guess. I don't recommend we start trying to guess right now. We did perfectly fine today. I'm going to borrow this chart. I got to cut it short today. I have to cut it or I'll borrow the 1 minute. I'm going to borrow the 1 minute chart just to do some admin, and I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, everyone, go ahead and take a screenshot of this. Everyone, go ahead and take a screenshot. This is for the 1 minute. On the 5 minute, it is what it is. This is still the 5 minute chart. Remember, focus on the price levels, not the actual path. Look at the price levels. So if you see a flexion point, look over to the right and look to see what price it's at. But I'm gonna have to call it. Oh, actually, you know what? Look, there's probably nothing to do in here, right? There's probably nothing to do in here. If you're taking purple, you know, you're scalping this, right? Because you're going in counter trend. But I'll be right back. I need to go do some stuff in the Discord. Okay, I'm gonna have to call it here. Discord, let me know if you guys got anything for me. Questions, comments, concerns while I'm here. If you're looking for instructions on how to set up your brokerage for Webull specifically, if you go to that first video in the lessons, you should see the layout of mine. This is how I do it. I'm not saying you need to do it like that, but this is how I do it. I find it very simple, very easy. It's one button and it generates everything on the screen. So I click one button, it's the buy button. I click the buy button and it generates everything on the screen. In order to get to the buy button, you need to go into the settings, right? So right click and then go into the settings of the trader, the turbo trader or the trader thing, the option trader, whichever one you use. Go into the settings and then go down to options, and then you'll see the buy or sell and then set it up from there. But you can get the layout of how I have mine set up on that video. Just look around to see where the tabs are and to see what tabs I have, what tabs I actively use. So it's very simple. It's the option tree, and then it's the whatever layout, the turbo trader, whatever layout that I have there, that's what works for me. Paper trade, play with it for a little bit and see if you like it or not. But I'm sure there's videos on YouTube that show you how to set up the Webull stuff. It can be a little bit tricky. It's a little tricky. I'll be honest, it's a little tricky. It's not very intuitive. You just gotta know. So if that's where you're at, play with it in the like the custom. Do the custom one first and see if it looks good to you, if you can actually use it before you start trading real money with it. I'm just gonna slide all this over. Nothing's changed. The setup's still the same. I'm just sliding everything over. The same levels, same flexion points, all that's still the same, okay? Oh, really? You know how to do the trailing? Hey, you might have to give me a little bit of input on that, because I tried to look for it yesterday and I couldn't find it. When you're saying you did the trailing, did you literally just like move it with your mouse, or did it automatically move? Like you set a percentage and it automatically kept moving with it? Because I tried to look for it yesterday, I could not find it. Ah, damn. You might need to show me how to do that, because that's interesting. I think today would have been a really good day for that. Today would have been a really good day for that trailing. I think when we have strong moves like high above the water or far below the water, either one, I think those days like that, probably perfect for that. So you don't keep getting caught on retracement and continuation. I think that'll be really good for that. But I need to play with it first a little bit. Oh. You only have access once you're in. Oh, okay. So then once you take the trade, then you can go to like the three buttons, the three dots, and then it shows you. Got it. And then you can, that's stupid. They should automatically have it where, whatever. Let me not complain. Okay, and it goes by like a percentage or a dollar amount, I'm assuming. Something like that. Or contract value. Both, whatever you, okay. Cool. All right, I'll try it out. Okay, but look, that's been my time. If you guys, the plays are on the screen. It's going sideways right now. So let whatever needs to happen, okay? Whatever needs to happen, just let it happen. This one's still valid until you know, if we get above 708.02, if we get above, then we have to watch out for pretty much 81. 81 is going to be, you know, whichever way. So this is what I think. So if we get above, so the first hurdle is going to be wherever I have this. I'm just going to slide it over. The first hurdle is going to be 708.08, something like that. And then we got to worry about 708.81. And then we're going to wait for a break and retest above 708.81. Okay? And then look, if we do get above, then this is what you got to watch out for. Everyone paying attention? Make sure you're paying attention right now. If we do get above, then you got to watch out for this. Watch. Like this. That means we're doing this. And then you can expect this. And then that. Okay? So if we break and retest and we close the cup, expect the retracement to form this handle, right? You see it? Does everyone see it? Here, let me clear this off. I'm going to clear this. Delete. Delete. So if we break above, then look for this. Here, I'll just leave this on here instead of the other one. But the 50-50 is still here. So remember that. 50-50 still here. That hasn't changed. So it's important you wait for the break and retest. This is just sideways. Eventually it's going to break. Let them come back from lunch at 13. At 13, watch, you're going to start to see movement. Anyways, I have to get out of here. So if you guys got anything for me, let me know now. Otherwise, we're going to do it again tomorrow. We had a great session. For anyone trying to learn how to trade with us, or you want to learn how to do this on your own, whatever you want to do, go to livespytrading.com so I can get you sorted out. Remember, do not consider this financial advice. Trading stocks involve risk. The traders that appear in the broadcast and their affiliate companies are not liable for any loss inflicted in relation to its content. Once you get done reading that and you understand that, go to that website there down below, livespytrading.com, so I can get you sorted. It's not a matter of if, but when. It's going to happen. It's going to take you time. This isn't get rich quick. This is not get rich quick. You see how slow it can go, right? This isn't get rich quick. But the market has cycles. So the market has a life cycle. We have our morning session that has the most volatility, which is, you know, what we like to put in most of our work. Then we have the afternoon session where it compresses and it compresses in a direction, usually like, you know, sideways to up or sideways to down a little bit. And then after 13, usually it starts to pop off to give us our movement. And then, you know, last 10 minutes is last 10-minute pop. So once you know the cycle of the market, you'll know, okay, maybe you'll understand how to manipulate your contracts. Like, hey, look, we're late in the day. We're not getting the movement we need. I need to buy this type of delta, or I need to buy this type of theta. But we'll get there. It's going to take you time. As we get there, we'll go through it this week. So for today and Wednesday, it's going to be a little hectic, but I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be A-okay, because I'm going to set you up in the morning. Either way, I'm still going to set you up for what's going to happen. Now, how you play it, that's on you. I don't control that. But look, there's a 50-50 around here, 708.69. Somewhere around here, there's a 50-50. So let whatever needs to happen, happen. We'll figure it out what they want to do. We will figure it out. You don't need to guess. Let them tell us. Don't sit here and guess, okay? All right, from this point, we want to build in purple and break this. I don't know. All right, we might be doing this right here. I'm going to clean up all this. And then for sure, I'm going to get out. We might be doing this right here. I wish I had more time because I think, a little bit more data. If we reject off this orange again, or if we reject off this orange, that'll probably be beneficial. It's probably what we want if we reject off the orange. If we break the orange, you can only ask for until 0896 or 69, right? Because that's our 50-50. So if we break orange, you can only ask for a little bit. If we get above, if we break a retest, cool. If we reject orange, then watch out for this blue, okay? So I wish I had more time. I don't have time because I think this could be easy. This could be very easy, but I just don't have the time. Be careful on the orange. Watch out for the blue. We might be doing this right here. Okay? And remember what the play is. So it's either going to be this. Hold on. That right there. Or we're going to close the cup like this. All right, so there's a little more simplified, okay? All right, everyone cool? Everyone understand what it is? So it's on the 5-minute chart. If you don't have access to the 5-minute chart because you're brand new, stick around in the, maybe you guys need to go into the water cooler, whatever it is, 'cause I'm gonna be gone. And, well, you need access to the 5-minute chart. Just get access to the 5-minute chart and you'll be fine. Because the answers are on the 5-minute chart. Whatever I just said is going to happen. It is going to happen. It has to, right? The market is going to do that. And guess what? If it doesn't, then look. Hold on, watch. That just means we're in chop. So I'm telling you, one of these things is going to happen. How you play it, that's on you. I don't control that. Give me 1 second.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Okay, I am going to get out of here. If you're interested in learning how to trade with us, send me an email. Go to the website, livespytrading.com, so I can get you sorted. This is easy. It doesn't have to be difficult. I mean, let me not say easy. It can be difficult, but you don't need to think about it like that, right? Because the market's, you got 50-50 shot either way. You got a 50-50 shot. And if you know you got a 50-50 shot and somehow you've been losing more than winning, then that just doesn't make sense. You've been doing something wrong. I'm here to help. So go ahead, go to the website. If not, paper trade for a little bit. Follow me on the stream for a little bit. And then once you're ready to make that, to really change your life and to see the difference on how you can do it yourself, right? I want to teach you how to fish. I'm going to teach you how to fish. Now, some of, there's going to be some days where I'm giving you fish because I need you to get, because I want everyone to succeed. I need you to succeed. It's very important to me that everyone succeeds. So, and then you're going to learn how to fish, and then you don't need me anymore. And then you're going to send me Christmas cards. Okay. Thanks, LSD. But anyways, all right, look, I have to get out of here. We're going to do the same thing again tomorrow. Don't overtrade. I love you all. Goodbye. YouTube, it's been a pleasure. TikTok, have a good one. Discord, I'll be in there in a second.